Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of ECTV. I'm your host, Ron Deserve, and we got here our special guest, back family now, JP.
Hey,
That's right. And here, we got no other Ricky T. Ricky T. So now, let's get to it. Now, some recent events that just occurred with Stephen A. Smith. First tape. Calling Lamar Odom crack head. Now, what y'all take on that?
Oh my goodness.
That's right. We don't want no letters coming. Right. I'm sorry. Allegedly on the crack.
Exactly.
Right. Let me correct myself.
Should have put that before he went on to say what he said.
Right.
Allegedly, he was on crack. It sounds better, and they can't come after you.
Right.
But no, Stephen A. And if you look at the video, look at Max Kellerman's face.
I'll put it.
It is the funniest face ever. He's like, oh, this is gonna be trending.
So he could
No, he was done.
No, like he didn't know. Like he was just like he was listening to him. He's like, yo, he was on when that moment went on. You seen his eyes. He was like, this is
This is over.
This is over.
So I guess I'm gonna get a new host.
So you think it's over for him on first take? What consequence you think ESPN can give Stephen A. for that remark?
I don't think it's over for him because Stephen A. makes first take. He brings out most of the revenue if anything. Because Max is like blocked.
Right.
He's just there for.
But if they did have Skip Bayless, he would have. He would be kicking rocks.
But I think they'll probably find him, probably put him on some type of probation. We won't.
Right, because lawyers like Lamar Odom lawyers is coming at him. Because if you would have mentioned, if you would have said it to the fact of what happened to him last year, you probably could get away with that. But what the context of it was, he was talking about it in like the year 2014 when Phil Jackson first got to the New York Knicks. So it can't be proven that he was or wasn't on crack. And even if it was probably speculation, which I said earlier, you're supposed to add that allegedly in front of it. Allegedly.
Big word of the day.
Right, allegedly. So do you think Lamar Odom should have been offended at that? Like,
oh, he was more than
offended.
Get his lawyer on him. Look at him.
If somebody said that,
right. But we the same color. Like, should I come after you? You know, that's his job as a commentator to talk trash.
So you said it without saying allegedly. You said okay.
You're right.
Okay.
There's one basketball moment. You know, like at the end of the day, he wasn't because he brought his lawyers into Lamar Odom had his lawyers talk to ESPN and submit a letter to ESPN and Stephen A. And Stephen A. didn't respond with his own letter. He didn't even say sorry. It was one of those.
I don't think he got to say sorry. The only time he apologized was to Kevin Durant's mother.
He did.
That's the only time.
And before that, Michelle Beadle, it was over us. I don't know. I think it was 2015 when there was a case, the Ray Rice situation, and the Ray Rice situation. I'm sorry. I had a brain fart. I was like the Ray Rice situation to where Stephen A. was saying, "Hey, there is at no circumstance, which is true. For no circumstance, a man should hit a woman."
Right.
But he said women do things to provoke a reaction out of a man for a man to hit him. And what he said was not all the way wrong, but at the same time, the way he worded on that show was wrong, which made him basically had to apologize because later on Sports Nation, Michelle Beadle had a problem with it, and afterwards he had to apologize. I think he got suspended for like a day or two.
Yeah.
So at the end,
so I think a suspension would be happen.
At the end of the day, he should, even with that and that. First one, the word of the day, allegedly. Allegedly clear you.
Right.
And the second thing, he just needs to word his wording correctly because a lot of times, yes, he was emotional at the time, and yes, Phil Jackson does get a lot of people angry with a lot of the tomfoolery he be doing over there with the New York Knicks, but at the same time, he should have held his composure because right now he sounded a lot. He sounded really emotional. And I understand you're a fan. Trust me, we're a fan of Heat, and we had to with Luke Babbitt. So obviously, like, let's bring it back.
Well, we just talking about the Knicks.
Right, so now we on this subject. It's only right that I use the word of the day. Allegedly, we're hearing Carmelo could head over there to the Cavs, bringing Kevin Love to Denver, bringing Paul George to the Cavs. Did you all hear this trade rumors? There's trade rumors that Cavs would get Paul George and Carmelo.
They don't have 3 small forwards.
Hey,
and then Dwayne Wade, Wolves can buy out Dwayne Wade contract, and he also head over there to the Cavs.
That's too much. Because the problem.
Do they need that much firepower?
No, the problem is it's gonna give LeBron. It's gonna make LeBron be on the court longer because
No.
Name besides him and D Wade, who could pass the ball better than him two on the team?
Kyrie is more like a one-on-one ISO.
He's Iverson.
Yeah.
Pre 2001.
Yeah.
So who else do you know could pass the ball? Don't say Darren Williams because he's trash.
I was getting ready, but I had to think again.
Don't say Darren Williams, he's trash.
You're absolutely right. I don't think no one.
So now,
and you need that ball movement with the Golden State.
You can rely on Carmelo to basketball.
What they needed was a bench. You think Wade for the better team?
You think Wade who's getting paid?
I don't think.
But listen, okay, listen to the lineup. They want Paul George and Carmelo Anthony come over there, and also Wade. So you got Kyrie, you got Dwayne Wade, you got Paul George, you got Carmelo Anthony. So you have LeBron playing center.
LeBron
because we all know they upset at Tristan Thompson. They don't want him. What he pulled.
No, they paid too much. They're gonna have to trade him.
You got to trade Tristan?
Yeah, they're gonna have to get a better
I think he's probably in that piece, that three-team trade or whatever.
That's gonna be crazy
to get moved. But Carmelo, LeBron plays center.
Yeah, I mean he could, but he can't play super small. They gonna be playing super small.
But like Draymond does it, but Draymond is different because he's rugged. He's like Zach Randolph.
Right.
But 2 inches shorter.
Yeah. And can dunk. Exactly. Really.
So like exactly. He be tiptoeing.
Yeah. Like
layup.
But is all that firepower needed to beat Golden State?
You mean the cheaters? Got it.
Cheaters? What you mean cheaters?
I don't want to talk about it.
The reason why we haven't. It was a free agent, and he decided to go to Golden State.
The reason why we haven't made videos is I've been hiding under a rock.
Why you been? Look at the camera. Why you been hiding under a rock?
That'll be a next video.
Next video. Stay tuned.
But I don't blame you because here's what bothers me about Golden State. And I will bring it back. Yeah, old school kids, you know what I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing back the Pokemon. Let's say, for example, me and you, all 3 of us used to play Pokemon.
Right.
For example, would you feel better if you got the game? You get all the gym badges.
Okay.
You get through Elite Four. You beat Elite Four, caught all the Pokemon. You feel good, right?
Yes.
Imagine me. I get an action replay in the Game Shark, and I caught everything, and I got all the badges.
Oh, I would be mad.
Would you feel like I beat the game?
70? No. 3?
That's a good.
And 9, bro. They were 73 and 9 the previous season.
Yeah. But LeBron did it.
No, LeBron never did.
Wait. Please don't.
Okay.
When did he? Explain to me when he did this.
He went to a better situation.
When?
When he went to the Heat.
But was the Heat a 73?
No,
and
it wasn't.
I want to finish.
Were they a well-oiled team? Did they make it to the finals a year and then get demolished?
No.
Okay, not demolished.
But he started the super team. That's what I'm trying to say.
But
he paved the way. He paved the way for other superstars.
The team was not already established. He made a team.
Right.
From there, they made a team. They didn't go to a team that was already established. 73. So, like I said, he has a wedding ring. So, to me, bro, Engagement ring. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Engagement.
Engagement ring.
Why it's not marriage? He got it. He got the
Still was cute.
He didn't get it. They got it, and they let him run around like a little kid.
I will say this: he did play well.
Right, he did.
But it's easy.
But it's
easy to play well. It's easy to play well when you have 3 other players out there. They call them the Fantastic Four. We got 3 other players out there.
No, you can't pull that.
Okay.
The reason why I can't pull that, all season long, pulling up to the playoffs, pulling up to the finals, actually, what a great team LeBron got. What a great system. LeBron, Kyrie,
It was reactionary.
Kevin Love, everybody playing so well. His ball movement, Kyle Korver coming off the bench hitting threes. JR,
So
finally coming along.
But this is my thing. So that's a well-oiled team.
So
right?
What was all
So
that?
if he would have went to Cleveland after they already established, then that would be a problem. Why? Why would you go to a team that's already established? And on top of that, that's your rival. This is someone who whooped your butt.
Wait, I don't know. I need. Let me put it all on the table. Right? I'm gonna use a timeline. Kevin Durant and Westbrook played Golden State. They were up 3-1. Golden State said, "You know what? I'm gonna mollywop you guys. Gotta put them in Game 7. Knock them boys off. They've been recruiting him at the Western Conference Finals. Not in the off season. At the Western Conference Finals when they all hugged up each other. Hey man, yo, Mike Westbrook, come on, dog. Come over.
The brotherhood.
Come over to the dark side.
No, that was not recruiting.
All right, what?
You saying with Cavs played Indiana for the first round, that when that series was over, LeBron went over there to Paul George. Hey, Paul George, I know.
But he didn't act on it, so there's a difference.
Probably. We'll see.
No, but
Go ahead.
But like, for example, all right. Let's say he didn't do it. He still got whooped.
Right.
Golden State then 73-9. They almost beat 3-1.
Yes.
They were 3-1 against the Cavs. Certain circumstance happened.
IQ.
Draymond Green.
Yep. IQ.
And
Emotions. IQ.
they won. Durant, on the other hand, was like, you know what? We could have beat them. If we let's say if they end up, let's say they acquired Dwayne Wade, which could have been possible because he was leaving.
Right.
Imagine Durant and Westbrook trying to recruit D-Wade to come over to OKC. Imagine he did. So now they would have had enough firepower to beat Golden State.
Right, because they really had a good team.
And then to knock off Cleveland Cavaliers. So now, for example, Durant now, I guess he didn't like being second fiddle to Westbrook. He's rated the number 2 best small forward next to LeBron. So you know you could carry a team by yourself. So then he didn't want to work too hard.
Oh, yeah.
So you go to Golden State, who was 73-9.
He was on the bench after the game.
Yeah.
Without, if Draymond Green had his act together, they would have been champions.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you went to a team that's already a champion. You go to that team, and then you swept everybody. Like everybody.
Cleveland did the same thing. Cleveland won.
Did not.
Yes, but I see what y'all
And with LeBron, you keep saying it's the same thing with LeBron again. The Heat was getting swept in the first round. The Heat was getting swept or beat the first round. They didn't win a championship since 2006. And you know what happened after 2006? They trade. Lonzo Moore retired.
Yes.
They trade off Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq was
Shaq was
on.
Yeah. And I think wasn't Gary Payton. No.
Yeah.
A lot of players retired. Mike Bibby wasn't there no more. White Chocolate wasn't there no more. White Chocolate wasn't there no more. So a lot of these guys wasn't there. So now they're a 48 and 30 something team.
Right.
They're barely scratching into the playoffs. When they do scratch into the playoffs, they get knocked off in the first round. So then now, D-Wade is like, you know what? I need help. LeBron, you're my buddy. You never won a championship. Skip Bayless is getting at you. It's like, yo, Little brick. Little brick.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's prove them wrong. Come over here. We're barely getting by on the first round. Chris Bosh, you're a free agent? You're pretty cool to me. Come on through.
Come on.
They came on through. They got to the finals. They lost to Dallas. The next year came back, beat OKC. And after that beat Spurs. And then lost to Spurs. Moral of the story is, I'm sorry. Moral of the story is, it's not the same. And Boston was a team way before.
But you being the face of the NBA,
Boston was a super team
and you being the greatest player, allegedly, of all time,
Not allegedly.
in front of Michael Jordan,
He is.
you think you should go out and recruit Paul George? Go out and recruit
You know what?
Why not?
Carmelo Anthony? If you complaining about Golden State has too much talent and it's not there, why do the same thing?
No, here's a better analogy.
And I heard.
No, here's a better analogy. You know the 17-10 Michael on the Bulls? Imagine them going to Indiana and recruiting Reggie Miller.
Those are some bad boys.
8-point shooter.
As they're 72 and 10.
It wouldn't be fair.
Exactly. Or better yet, they get Patrick Ewing.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like,
John Stockton.
This is dear to my heart.
It would have been fair play.
No, I don't like that.
Because they would have ate up the East.
They would have, man. They would have beat him up.
They would have beat him up.
Like,
They would have went to the finals.
Okay.
Every year.
Okay.
They were down there in the 90s.
Okay, we're gonna use the word allegedly.